JJ, what's up? Thanks for the good luck. All right, so for those of you catching this live, welcome. For those of you catching the replay, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different today. I did my practice rounds yesterday. I qualified on my other account. It's a free-to-play account, and it's low on balls, so I qualified with that one after doing a practice round on this account. So what I'm basically going to do here is go with a hole-by-hole analysis, and then after I'm done with the analysis, I'm going to play after I go through each hole, I'm going to play on my account. So here was my first effort yesterday. I know a lot of people have been playing on the left, or on the right rather. I've been laying up and playing in this little inlet and on the left side of the fairway off to the right side there. So I'm playing this at a 10% over adjustment. It worked out pretty well for me, so 8.5. I played it as a 9.4. It left it a little bit shorter than I wanted, so after we'll watch the replay here. It came in a little bit further to the right also, and so in order to fix that and kind of grate proof it to the right there, I'm going to push back up after the adjustment, pretty much up to max range. So 339 there, you saw that. So this is going to leave me a B52 up to for my approach and trying to drain this one for an eagle. So it's right around a mid-range adjustment. So I play this one just at 1-to-1. I'm going to show here in a second. When I was playing this one in practice in Tour 11, I was laying up here for this shot a lot. You saw that little wiggle over to the right. That's the area you don't want to be on when you're trying to find your landing position. Watch the guideline here as you go over to the right. So it starts going up a hill and gets wonky. So, but this area over here on the left is really consistent, even back and forth as you go towards the hole and back. It's very consistent. So it did end up, I think I hit a great shot here, and it ended up just a touch short. So I took a notch off. So I'm going to be playing this one with 3 backspin. You'll have to have a level B52, a level 5 B52 or higher to play this shot, because a level 4 doesn't have the backspin. But you can pretty much play it the exact same way with a Goliath or a Saturn with your long iron of choice. Oh no, I did catch a perfect here, but it came into the left. So I think what we're going to do is offset it just a little bit more to the right and use the 3 backspin with a little bit of spin to, let's see, what did I have there in terms of spin? I'm going to be updating my notes as I play this as well. So I think we're going to go with like 2 to the right, because that way, after our adjustment, we'll still be able to avoid that, and it'll kind of counteract that wind. So I'm going to offset this one like a cup outside right and play it at, let's see, play it at 1-to-1. Well, a little bit over 1-to-1, depending on what kind of distance we get. So I played it the same way on the free-to-play account, except I played it with a Titan. It worked out just the same. The distance on the drive, I think, was a little bit... it was about the same, yeah, 339 versus 336. So let's take a look at the second shot here. So after this was a little bit shorter even, so I played this one at 1-to-1 plus 1. I added 10% and played it at a 9.3 ring adjustment. So you see the 3 back there and a couple to the right, and we offset to the right. This is the one where I caught the grate. So you see going back and forth towards and pulling back away from the pin, how the guideline stayed straight at it. So that's something that we're looking for. It did change trajectory a little bit, but it looked like no matter what the trajectory was, it was going to still stay straight. So just offset a little bit outside to the right, like a cup to the right, and play it. Depending on the distance you get, is either a 10% over adjustment or at 1-to-1 with the B52 there. So great right, hung out to the right. So that would have been a good play, I think. So that's what we're going to do here. Quarterback layup. Let me set up my bag with a Kingmaker, B52, second shot. Hey, Tim, thanks. Hey, what's going on? Troy, thanks for the good luck, buddy. Pete, yep, I'm qualifying with my main here. I talked about it a little bit at the beginning of the stream. I played yesterday, qualified with the junior account. I'm running low on balls, so I couldn't afford to do a practice round with that one after a bad tournament finish. So I qualified with that one yesterday. So as I'm going along, I'm going to be showing the replays and giving my analysis, and then play the hole with my main account afterwards. After I get my dog to shut up. Andy, come on. They always try and interrupt the damn stream. No, the window's closed now. You got nothing to bark at. Stop. So a lot of people have been playing over to the right here. It leaves you pretty much the same distance shot. I just like that landing pad like I showed in the video. So that's the way I'm going to go with. That's the way I've been playing it in Tour 11. So that's the way I'm sticking with it here, because I found that pad. And that's it's been so consistent that I think we can get that one dialed in. All right, so full top 4.5 to the right here. We're going to leave it out to the right just a bit. Plus 10, so we're going to go 9.9 rings. We're going to push back up to get us closer to that 1-to-1 adjustment, and keep it great proofed on the right side. Half a ball curl to the right. See what our distance is this time. Oh, almost too far. Okay, 353. So we went 339, 336 yesterday. So if you're in that range, then I'd play the B52 as a 10% over. From where I'm at right now, I'm just going to play it as a 1-to-1. 3 back and 2 to the right. Clutch in the house. What's going on? Ryan Ruffino in the house. Ryro, what's happening? Thanks for the good luck. Raya 2, what's going on? Pete's Queenie. Wow, he had got deep enough that he had a short iron. Impressive. I've seen everyone still having to play a long iron here. I'm gonna have to take a look at what he did. Maybe try and play this shot next time. Well, we'll see how the my approach goes. Because if you can get up to a short iron, then regardless of that landing pad that I like so much, a short iron will be the play for sure. Okay. So yeah, much deeper than before with that push-up. So we're going to play it 1-to-1. 3 back, 2 to the right. Maybe not 2 to the right. Maybe 1 to the right. Yeah, that's the spot. So offset 1 cup, 1-to-1. Alright, a touch more offset there. But we might be playing it like our opponent and getting up there for the short iron. So I'm going to take a look at what he did, see if it'll be able to be replicated, and what kind of look he had. I wasn't really paying that much of attention because I was kind of zoned in on mine. So, yeah. Let's see. Okay, hole number 2. I'll be forfeiting all the shootouts. So, yeah. Try and keep things moving. Got a dart tournament to get to tonight, so. Okay, hole number 2. We're going with the Apocalypse and probably a Berserker on this account. Yeah, okay. I found the rough, I believe, trying some things in practice yesterday, so that's what we're going to try and avoid and see if we can end up in the fairway for, I think it'll be a long iron. I think it's going to be a B52. So, first effort from yesterday. Oh, Thor's hammer. Oh yeah, I did go Thor's hammer. More topspin. No, I think I switched. No, I didn't. So Thor's hammer, 11.3 miles an hour, full top and some left. So my original thought here was to bounce it off of the second fairway and then try and get to the second bounce in the middle of the third fairway and make it over to the fourth, but it didn't even come close. So my free-to-play account, I think I fired a Zerk as well. Titan. I think I changed it because it just didn't look like it was going to be enough. Yeah. So this one's going to be a Zerk to get over. I ended up coming in further to the right, though, than I wanted to because I thought that I would keep it away from the left side if I put a couple bars of right spin on there. So instead of that, we're just going to go full top. Yep. So Apox Zerk, and we're going to go with, since I don't really have much more of analysis to do there since I biffed both of my drives. So, but we're going to do APOC and a Zerk and then stick with the B52 for our, hopefully our approach shot. How's everybody's rounds going? What have you been seeing? I mean, I think the top of my bracket's a minus 13, so looks like folks are still trying to get it dialed in. Haven't really seen any outrageous scores posted for expert yet, so yeah. All right, so we're just gonna play it full overpower, full top spin. Just kind of visualize it going out. Let's see. We want it to go about 9 rings out, so that should be about middle of the fairway. Got the perfect with the full overpower, so let's see where that puts us. Left spin, left hook ended up to the left. 2 bars of right spin ended up to the right. No side spin ends up to the fairway. Wow, that hung on. Okay, so as long as you don't go too far right there, it looks like it'll catch the edge and come back. So that's nice. That's a nice little buffer, but I still think we want to be a little bit further to the left. So maybe like a half a bar of left spin. If you don't feel comfortable with a full overpowered shot, then you can try and land it on the edge of this first fairway with a bunch of topspin. You'd have to have a lot of topspin on your club, though, to get it over there, and some left curl. I think that would be your other option if you don't want to play the full overpowered shot. Ryro with a minus 13. Yeah. Oh, birdies on 2 par 5s. Wow. And you still shot a minus 13? Very nice. All right, so let's see what this leaves us. I haven't had a look at this second shot from outside the bunker or the rough yet, so let's take a look and see what we've got. Okay. So, like a minimum, but way downhill, B52. I don't think I'm going to have enough backspin to play this. Should not have brought the B52 out, obviously. All right, so we're just going to run it down this side slope and curl it at it and see if we can get it to go, I guess. Just going to play it 1-to-1, even though it's crazy downhill and it's at a min, so 11.3. We're going to push up just a notch with some left curl and see what happens. I almost think I need to hit that great left just because I didn't have enough curl to try and get it toward the pin. Okay. All right, so the B52 is not going to be the play there. It's going to be a Saturn or a, what's the damn full backspin long iron, the Tsunami? Yeah, Saturn or a Tsunami shot probably. Or with that much wind, I don't think you could, it would almost be a short iron rough bump from there. So you'd have to bust out like the Hornet, and I would think it would be like a 30% over adjustment. Max distance short iron maybe. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. All right. JT is not having a good hole. No, he sure is not, Troy. Yeah. PJ in the house. What's going on? Thanks for the good luck, buddy. All right. Thanks to everybody for joining me. If you're just catching up, I played one practice round yesterday and one qualification round. So before each hole, I'm going through and giving some analysis of how I'm playing the hole. So instead of doing like those guides like I used to, it'll all just be in one place, and I'll be qualifying at the same time. So hopefully I'll keep you entertained and help you guys out when you go to play your expert rounds. Been a busy couple days, so I haven't really had time to catch any content, so I'm not really sure how other people are playing these holes. So you might see me playing them a little bit differently. But most of us are going to take a look at the hole and probably be playing it about the same way. So, yeah. See what everybody's doing, I suppose. And skipping shootouts. Alrighty. 30% factors in average case win ball. Guided the hole. Yeah. That one's going to be a tough one to try and make alba on. That's about as good of a drive as I could have. And yeah, I think our best shot there is going with a tsunami. But it's going to be a huge over adjustment. So it's going to be one that's going to be real funky to get dialed in. So hole number 3. Let's see what we did yesterday. Trying not to play with a wind 5 ball. I got an avatar of a real, really interesting guy here. Got a nice avatar. Okay. So in my notes, I've got 4.5 to the right, and we're going to go with 2 back. There's a nice little kind of funnel, but your ball will tend to go deep here. From what I've seen in Tour 11 shootouts, it goes deep. My first effort here came in way too far to the right. So I think we're playing it offset, like 2 cups to the left. Let's see, offset 2 squares left, dead even with the pin with 2 backspin and 4.5 to the right. So that's kind of the plan here. I did the same thing on the other account. The reason I'm playing with 4.5 spin, or what I'm trying to play with 4.5 spin, is because that's the max for a Titan, and that's the ball that I'm going to be using mostly on the free-to-play account. So higher wind, obviously, using the Titan versus that one, so going to offset a little bit less. Played this one with only 1.5 backspin. It still went deep. So we're going to go 2.5, 4.5, 2.5 back, 4.5, and 10% over adjustment with our sniper and a kingmaker here. QB rough bump. Maybe, Troy. I don't know. Let me have a look at it. Let's see. We'll take a look when our opponent's shooting and see if that would be feasible. From what I'm seeing on most of these holes, there's not a lot of room. The rough is rather narrow, and that's kind of what it looks like here too. Your best shot for the rough bump would be on the right side up there, past the second trap, I guess. So you'd have to probably have a spin 3 ball and probably use some curl. Maybe a rocket full backspin shot would be an option with this kind of wind. But they're really, I've aced this one on Tour 11, and there really is a nice little funnel, if you can find it, that funnels this line right here. So 4.5 and 2 back. 7.6, so that's the same wind that we had yesterday, I believe. So it looks like it's going to go super short. But if I'm correct in my thinking, 2.5 back should be about, or 2 back should be right. So, and we'll offset there and play it as an 8.4 adjustment. Great left. See if this one comes into the left or ooh, scary. Still came into the right and still came in deep even with the 2 back. So I guess we're going to knock some sides. No, we need the side spin because that keeps it from hitting the rough on approach. So, I think this one, I think I'm gonna. Well, I'm gonna have to stick with the 4.5 right for the free to play count, or I guess I could break out a kingmaker for it. Maybe, yeah. So we'll stick with that and just offset it some more and see if we can find that funnel. So you can see the guideline there stayed well short, but the ball still rolled deep. So that's something to keep in mind with this hole. If you're playing it in shootouts in tour play, keep that in mind as well. What's this guy shooting these damn emojis at me for? Eye roll emojis? Whatever. Pete's working on the quarterback rough bump. Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about how that would play off of that part. I'm interested to see what Pete comes up with. I'll have to check him out. Everyone should check him out if you haven't. Hole number 4. Hole number 4. Not that one. Not that one. This one. Hole number 4. Oh yeah, I tried something silly here, I think. Yeah, that didn't work. So the only thing that you really have to worry about with your drive here is, let me slow it down. The end of the fairway here, if you bounce off the end of the fairway where it kicks down, your ball will shoot straight down and that'll take all of the juice out of it. So we want our, I tried to do a power slice shot just to see if it would work on my first effort. The second one went much better. I played with, tightening an APOC on the right side. So you see here, that area where I'm moving it around, that area at the end of the fairway here. Let me see if I stretch over it. We'll start to kick your ball down. So that's something to keep in mind. So let's see, a little bit of overpower, full top, and we stayed just barely in the fairway. So a little bit more to the right or to the left rather, and a tiny bit of left curl is probably what we're looking for. All right, let's see what I did here. I can't remember if I hit a great ball or if I just under adjusted it. So from here, I think it's going to be like a mid-range thorn. 3-back thorn, right edge, mid-adjust. Yeah. So I went 4-back. I think that this one, I think it's going to be a 4-back shot. So if you don't have a maxed out Hornet, then you can't play this one with a Hornet. If you have, you can play it with a Thorn though, it'll be the same thing. So let's see. Right edge mid adjust is what I'm looking at. No elevation. Let's see where it ends up. I can't remember. Oh, just short. Okay, so we're gonna go 3-back then. All right, 3-back spin, offset right edge, APOC. I will play it with I'm gonna play it with a Hornet since I got it maxed on this account. And Kingmaker. All right, APOC Hornet. Good. Okay. Let's see. Our adjustment, we're going to be doing 10% over for the APOC shot. Full top, and we're going to do a little bit more to the left than I did to stay in the fairway. This might be a good time to break out if you've got a power 4 ball like this guy does, so you don't have to overpower your shot. Not a bad time for that. So you see where his adjustment is. You don't want it to land any further forward than that, because you can't see his ball guideline, but that's where it starts to shoot down. So that you don't want to do that. That's what we're looking to avoid. It can shoot it straight down into the bunker if you get too far down there. So something else to avoid in tour play as well. If you are playing What tours are they on besides 11? I don't even know. 4, I guess, because isn't that where everybody's playing friendlies? Hey, no problem, Ryan. You know, it's a little bit easier for me to just stream it live and kind of do that analysis on the fly than editing together all those videos. A little bit less time consuming, and plus this way I get to play as well. So you get to see everything that I just worked out put into action. All right, so we're gonna full top 4 left. Oh, it doesn't really kick it down too bad on that spot. All right, 8.5 at a max, so 6.1 rings. So just a little bit touch of overpower. Hopefully that doesn't hurt us too bad, as it hung out to the right first go around. Comes off that hill, and that'll stay in the fairway at least, so that'll work. Might go with a full overpowered Thor's hammer there. Just because it's got more topspin, and since we're not trying to get to the edge of the fairway anyway, it depends on your clubs, what you'll be doing here. It always depends on your clubs. 4, 9, and 11. Okay. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. So if you're grinding tours 4, 9, or 11, then some things to keep in mind as you play these holes as well. I don't know if they'll be keeping them in Tour 11. Tour 11 is kind of the dumping ground for new courses, except for the really tough ones that go to tough Tour 12. So there's always movement. Tour 11 got Maple Bay, Tour 11 got Kohong, Tour 11 got what other ones did they get? Nordic Fjords. That's kind of they tend to put the Masters practice in Tour 11 for new courses. So yeah, we'll do a mid again with 3 back this time. So you can play this one with if you're not playing with a maxed Hornet, since we're doing 3 back and not 4, since 4 stayed short. So we're actually going to go just inside right edge because it looks like it's right under a mid. So a mid-range 5.3 rings. Gonna have to release from the right. I hate doing that. So yeah, that'll hang out right, obviously. Bad timing on my part. Drove 351 with the Thor's Hammer 5. Yeah, full top 4 left. Let me look. Let's see. Let me go back and see what my distance was there. .351. I'm not writing a whole lot of stuff down now because I'm just going to go review this afterwards. So I'm not making a lot of changes to my notes at this point. I'm just going to go back and watch this replay and then and improve from there. So bad timing there on the second shot. Pete, you're opposite. You can't release from the left. Okay, so that shot went 358. So yeah, by all means, Thor's Hammer level 6 should outdrive. If it's full overpowered and hit well. That is, should outdrive the APOC there. I guess I could use a little bit more overpower. Considering where it landed, shouldn't be an issue. I guess. 5. We got our next par 3. Oh, this is the time that I play. Okay, this one is funky. He used a wind 4 ball. So there's kind of this area right up front here that I'm aiming for. If you look, so you kind of, when you're trying to find a consistent landing spot, that's kind of the thing I'm looking for, a spot where all around it kind of looks like it's going to funnel in the same spot. So a little bit of a great shot isn't going to mess you up too bad. So that's kind of where I went, a full right and 2.5 backspin. This was my second effort, and I played it right at 1-to-1 since it's a min sniper. And the, let's see, oh, caught a fairway glitch there, or yeah, the fringe glitch rather. It was a great shot, great right, so it almost clipped the rough and caught the fringe. So that's going to be the plan though, except I'm going to use a Kingmaker this time with the sniper. Full right, 2.5 back, and that spot in the front. That's kind of the spot where I'm aiming for. We'll see. I got close on my first effort as well, so I didn't even show the replay there, but I know the only adjustment I made was to the backspin. So this is definitely a spin 3-ball play with a sniper. Better, you might have a better shot for a rough bump here if you're looking at it. So yeah. JJ, yeah. Yeah, I noticed when Ian prefers to release from the left, and apparently that's something that a lot of left-handers do. I am right-handed, but I prefer to release from the left. I also am a weirdo and play with my index finger and not my thumb, so I am team no app, index finger, not thumb, release from left. If you are going by all of the golf clash demographics. I guess that's probably the main three. Which app you use, or if you don't use an app, whether you release from the right, whether you use your thumb or your finger. Are there any other? I mean, all kinds of people play the game, right? So that sounds about right. Those are the three major golf clash demographics, I would say. Or PC guy, what's up? Hey, welcome. How's it going? Yeah, evening here too. Trying to cruise through this round, get out and play some darts tonight. That's the plan. So trying to get some analysis. Play the whole list on my replays from yesterday. Going through those, and kind of showing what I'm working with, and then playing the whole immediately afterwards to see how my analysis has panned out. So that's the plan anyway. Guardian play would be interesting here. It looks like you can't find a consistent landing spot in front of the green. Watching the replay on the screen. So if you are Guardian players, then something to keep in mind. Area doesn't look particularly consistent. Whereas this one I think does. So you see how it went back and forth here. Stays super consistent. So we're gonna offset it. So what do we got? Blue ring halfway in the rough. Clear ring halfway up top. At 8. Played it 1-to-1. They caught that weird roll again. I do not like that one bit. There must be a downslope where it's catching it and shooting it straight down. I do not like that at all. I'm gonna have to change how I play this one. That's not good. The landing area is consistent, but the roll is not. So gotta try something else here. Gonna be looking around for other streamers to see what they're doing, because this didn't work. What's going on? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Got some weird audio stuff going on. Is it still happening? Oh, jeez. Oh, geez.
Is it still happening right now?
Is it still happening right now?
I hope not. I hope not. Sorry if it is.
Sorry if it is. Might have to restart the stream if it is.
Surround sound not in sync. Garbage audio.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I hope it's temporary.
Yeah, I hope it's temporary. Let me know if it keeps happening. All right. Meanwhile, we'll go to hole 6.
It sounds awesome.
It sounds awesome. All right.
Do I sound like
What do I sound like? Tried some funky stuff here too. Yeah, this one didn't work at all.
You don't even need to watch this one. I was thinking
that I would try and
slice it with like full curl,
to see if I could get extra distance, and it didn't work at all. So
I
abandoned that plan,
and we'll be
abandoning that plan on this account as well.
I guess I'm a robot now.
Yeah, weird.
I
don't know what the deal is.
I'm just gonna
blast this one to the left. Yeah. This is not going to be a good
way to try and make an
albatross.
It's almost back.
So maybe if I close out the photos and then reopen those. Maybe it's something to do with that. Let's see. Tell me if that sounds any better now. So full top. Temp. Looks like we need to do like a 20% over adjustment here.
Oh, great left.
That's probably why it kicked so far to the left.
So
blasting it deep this way is going to make it tough for us to make an albatross,
but it will pretty much
guarantee the eagle. Playing over on the right, I'm not really sure what everybody's looking at.
My plan
was to try a rough bump.
It's too narrow,
in my opinion. I didn't get deep enough to try like a sniper rough bump of the Akata. So I think the player's going to be a guardian, actually.
Now that I'm looking at it,
I think it's a lot of backspin guardian play over there on the left. So
yeah,
that's going to be what I'm going to do. We're going to go Thor's Hammer level 6. We're gonna go with a guardian. We're gonna go with a kingmaker.
Oh, I got a pinch. Neat.
Is the audio still acting up for everybody? I thought maybe closing stuff out will help. Let me close everything out and restart. Oh boy! I almost want to turn up the volume on my computer to see what it sounds like.
But then that might
start causing even worse issues where the feedback that's already occurring is going to be double. Oh geez!
What do we got ourselves into here?
Oh boy!
No mushrooms.
Okay. I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one. Come on now. Need to start finding opponents faster. Let's see what he does. Power 4 ball. This might. I might end up playing a power 4 ball here, but for the sake of today's stream, I'm not going to. I think that might be a way to. Maybe an Easter egg ball and a full overpowered APOC on the right side would be better. I think that might give us. think I have some Easter egg balls left. Let me see how many I've got. I know I've got a couple, but I'm not sure how many of them I can fire. But I think that's our best option for doing a full overpowered blast and getting our first bounce over the trap on the right. Oh, now I'm getting frisky. Let me see how many Easter egg balls I have. I don't think I have very many left. 3. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Sorry guys. I'm gonna play it how I showed, and see what the Guardian looks like from down there. So right about there, plus 10, so like 5 rings on the dot. Touch the right curl to balance it out. See what that looks like. Good distance. If I get that deep, I think you might be able to play a sniper, but that's not something that you can really count on, hitting a perfect every time. Power 4 ball will change that, though, obviously. Yeah. See, this layup... I'm not sure about it, because you're going to have to offset deep, and there's... I think this is the one that kind of carries... Look at all how crazy that lead up to... that run up to the green is on this one. God, I don't know. There's a lot. There's a lot happening here. Alright, it's fixed. Excellent news. Thanks for letting me know. Alright, so let's see what the hell this one looks like. Yeah, look at that crap. That whole thing just... I think he way over adjusted. I wasn't really paying that much attention, but that whole thing just looks like it's just... It smells trouble. Real consistent landing area. So I think I'm going to go... I want to come back a little bit. I don't want to have to adjust it to overpower. .3 to max, no elevation is going to be 7.2 rings. 7.5 on accident. See what that does. Way short. So that's going to have to be an over adjustment if you play it like that. No, maybe just less backspin. God, this hole sucks. I'll say it. This hole sucks. It's just... other than the Easter egg blast over the right side, or I guess any power 5 ball over the right side, you'll have to have an extra mile level 8 or an APOC level 5 or higher and use a power 5 ball and just blast it over the right side, and that'll leave you a sniper up there for that awful run up to the green, I guess. Maybe a Guardian from that side would be better, with the green being the shape that it is. God, I don't know. I don't know. Alright, moving on now. Moving on anyway. So that's just a defect in do recorder, I guess. Oh, well, that's lovely. This next par 3 pisses me off. This stretch pisses me off. I'll just put it that way. Not a fan of them. So with the really strong tailwind here, as you're adjusting back, it's real easy to accidentally adjust back into long iron range. But that's the best way to play this hole, though, is the problem. So my solution to that is to make sure you put the Saturn on, because it's a short long iron, before you start the hole. And I played this one with a navigator, maybe to try as well. So let me show you what happened my first effort. This guy played a wind 5 ball anchor. All right. So with the navigator, I'm trying to find the consistent spot up here to try and get it to go. It's obviously going to be a min sniper, so that's 1.2 to 1 in terms of rings, and it's significantly downhill as well. So I think it's like a 30% over adjustment at min. So the right side looks to be the more consistent of the landing spots from where you're kind of zooming around looking at this stuff. See, that's the tough part about trying to figure out where you want to play this one. So a little bit of left spin, I think, is how we're going to want to do it, and 1 to 1 plus 1, I think, is the end game. Great right. I think that hangs it out to the right, but the speed should be decent. And how many backspin was I using there? No, that came in left. Okay, so we're going to go 5.5 backspin, offset just short, and instead of doing that spin to the left, we're going to use a 1/2 bar spin to the right. But we're sticking with the because unless you've got a wind 5 power 0 ball here, you're going to be adjusting back into long iron range. Which hole do I like? I'll tell you which one I like. I like holes 8 and I like holes 9. Those are the two where I think we can make hay. Those are the two where we can drive the green and have what I believe to be a very consistent rough bump for a finish at the end. Rough bump for an albatross finish. I think those are the two holes that I like on this course. Other than that, no, they all suck. Get them out of Tour 11. Bring back which one did they get rid of? Oh, Kohong. Yeah, I just mastered Kohong, and they get rid of it, of course, right after I start playing it well, and really have all the par 3, all the shootout holes on the Kohong dialed in from the third tees. That's when they get rid of it. Every single wind I felt like I had in the bag. Okay, 5.5 back, 1/2 spin to the right. 1/2 spin to the right. And 1 to 1 plus 1. Let's find that spot, 5.5. That wind is way down. 5.5. 1/2 bar spin to the right. Offset short. No, I still like this play on the left here. That, for whatever reason, just a little bit less. Still 5.5, but just no left spin. Yeah. And then at 1 to 1. Plus 1. Releasing from the right again. This time I do it perfect. Wow. That area looks like it's so consistent, but it's coming in hard left on both of those efforts. Hard left. Okay, might have to rethink this one as well. Yeah, JJ, they really aren't too bad. The fairways, so on hole number, on the tournament, hole number 1, that fairway to the left where I played mine, to the inlet to the right, there's crazy stuff happening. I haven't quite figured it out yet, but playing it from the second tees, it takes all that nonsense out of play. But playing it from the third tees, I've gotten some of the craziest bounces off of that fairway with headwinds trying to play it to that spot, and it just pisses me off. I can't figure out what the hell's going on. Like, there's just dips that kick it hard left or hard right and just absolutely punish a bad drive. It sucks. Absolutely sucks. These shootouts are pretty brutal as well. they're set up just perfectly to where you like can't play a sniper. Two of them are anyway. It's a pain in the ass. A huge pain in the ass. All right, but that's okay. We're to hole number 8. And hole number 8 I do like. Hole number 8, we're going to get to drive the green here. Hole number 8, I'm playing a Thor's Hammer power slice. And instead of playing with a Titan like I did yesterday, or a Kingmaker like I did yesterday, I'm going to play... Did I play with a Kingmaker or a Titan? I guess I played with a Titan. I'm going to play with a Berserker, but play it the exact same way and drive the green here. So I did a 20% over adjustment to start with starting my guideline great proof. So you see the blue halfway in the rough there, great proofed. So 20% over is 12.1. So I'm going 5 and then 7.3 or so rings, and then an additional 15. So there's 10, there's 15. Not quite full curl to the right, full top spin. And I'm going to use 3 bars of spin to the right. So this one ended up right here, and I was able to bury the wedge. I went full curl with my other account, and it ended up further to the right. So a little bit less than full curl and 3 bars of spin to the right, but I'm going to play it with, like I said, I'm going to play this one with this time. So 20% over adjustment, full top spin, 3 spin to the right, 15 ring power slice. Got it, got it, got it. Juniper sucked too, yeah. I didn't mind seeing City Park go. Those holes just the one especially, like the massive mound, crazy, absurd thing going on. Sand. Unless if in headwind I loved it because I'd just play a sand bump, and I am a man who loves his sand bumps. So that was fun. But yeah, the other one that was City Park, wasn't it? Yeah. Other than that, I don't really have. I don't like this one. I love Parc de Paris. That's one of my favorites. I'll always love that one. Kohong, I had grown to love Kohong, so I'm sad that it's out now. Maple Bay I have a love-hate relationship with because it allows me to play like a ton of hooks and slices for my drives, which if you've caught my tour play streams, you know I love to do. But the shootouts just piss me off sometimes because there just seems like some days the shootouts just don't work. Like I'll be playing it the same exact way that I've always played it, and just you get vastly different results sometimes, and I can't figure it out. So love-hate relationship with it, for sure. All right, bada bing, bada boom. Full in 3. 20% over, so we're gonna add 2.4. I'm going to start this one actually with the blue since it's a higher wind. 2.4, 13.9, 14.4, 14.3. With the blue starting here, 14.3 is going to be 8 point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go 8.5, so just off the rough. Just off the rough, and we're going to go 10 and 5 more. Curl to the outside. See if it plays the same as it did with the Titan. It's coming in hard right. Damn it. Same distance as the Titan. So playing with the Zerker, it's going to come in way harder to the right. So no side spin, I think, and that would be the shot. I think. Yeah, just crunching numbers in my head. Just having to figure all those out. The landing position was good. I was just watching the replay. The landing position was good. Just going to take that side next time. Spin off. Not altogether unhappy with the result. I wish I would have remembered to put a Malibu on instead. Well, I've got a level 5 Spitfire, so it's not that big of a deal. But for these shorter sand wedge plays, I prefer to use a Malibu for the accuracy and ball guideline. But with the Spitfire level 5 on this account, it's not as big of a deal. With my other one, it's only got a Spitfire level 3. It's a much bigger deal. I don't know if we can altogether trust that. I guess we can. Feel it out. We'll feel it out. Scott with a -13. Pair of -13s. In Masters. Beautiful. Yeah, I streamed my Masters and shot a -13 in the Mini. And that's why I've got that lovely new purple banner in my display. Yeah, see? Lovely. A -13 for top 10. Ended up 6th. But I'll go ahead and pop that. If you caught some of that stream, I mentioned it. Where's my... This is the one I'm looking for. Basically, I'm going to play Masters for every Mini, and then play Expert for all the big ones. Having only 2 accounts and having one of them be free to play, doing Masters is going to be a little bit... I mean, I've done it before, and I could do it. I don't have the time at this point in my life to dedicate that much to it. And I feel like with 2 accounts and one of them being free to play, I can be competitive and expert with both of them. So my drive here, I'm going to be playing just a smash down the left side, as most people are. Let's take a look at the distance there. Nothing special about it. 427 for the distance. And then we're going to be playing the sniper rough bump. There were some spots here that I wanted to show you where you want to play or not play for this rough bump. So I did the usual wiggle around to take a look. So this is the spot right here that you want to avoid, that you're adjusting to. Let's take a look at that again. This spot way over to the right. So not really close to where we're going to be aiming, so not really that big of a danger. You see that spot over there where it starts to drift off to the right? That's not really a danger to us since we're not aiming anywhere near it, so we can pretty much just kind of go dead at it. But that spot to the left is something that we're going to want to avoid. So you'd want to not... So this one is an under adjustment. If you over adjust, then it's going to be trouble. So as long as you stay kind of in the middle of those two, then I think we're going to offset at 1 cup. Let me see what spin I ended up putting on it. Offset at 1 cup with the top of the yellow ring touching the rough right there, and just a notch of spin. I didn't even put a notch on, did I? No spin? No, I ended up right at no spin. So then, so we're at a mid right here, plus it's uphill, so I took off 10% and then played it as a mid. And it worked out pretty well. So 8.1 as a mid is 7.4 rings. So you can see 7.4. And with some offset, I think this one's in. That's the only thing that I need to do. Offset 1 cup to the right. Because we get a really consistent landing spot. And bada bing, bada boom. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to be looking again. I'm going to play it with Kingmaker on this account, however. And see if we can get this to go for a -14. Yeah, Eagle for a 13, Albatross for a 14. Thanks for the booms, guys. Yeah, good sand save there. Yeah, the one that I think that I definitely wish I would have had a Malibu on for, or a Houdini, because of the top spin of the Houdini, or one of those with a good guideline and more top spin. Because the accuracy doesn't really matter. If you hit it great out of there, you're not going to make it unless you misadjust. So I'd rather have the top spin in the guideline. So just visualizing it getting pushed out there 5 rings. And put that 5th ring kind of right in the middle of the fairway. Needed some more right. Wow, needed way more to the right. Okay, more curl to the right, more right spin there. That hung out way far to the left. 412. I think the other one was 420-ish. So this one's probably going to be a -10 at a max instead of at a mid. We'll take a look and see what it looks like. Should be about the same offset still, about 1 cup to the right and probably no spin. But we'll take a look at the guideline and see what it looks like. Yeah, considering that came up just a touch short, maybe we'll use like a notch of topspin, because that bounce there also looked like it could catch a fringe glitch potentially and roll, and we obviously don't want that to happen because we want it to stay at a good speed coming at the cup. So our opponent's in a better spot. We want to be further to the right like him. Yeah, definitely want to be over there. He'll be able to attack it from a much better angle, I think. So yeah, we're at a max. Still -10, and since I don't want to overpower it, I will be using 1 bar of topspin. Alright, so there's the part where it goes to the left. That's the spot we want to avoid. We should be good if we make a decent adjustment. 1 cup outside right, -10% takeoff. So we're going to play it as a 7.9. No, 7.8. Oh, God. Oh. 1.5 more. Shit. God damn it. So that one's going to catch that part of the left where I didn't want to hit, and it's going to shoot it even further to the left. Crap. Spent way too much time there and had to rush it. So, yeah. Hopefully next time we fix that drive. More spin to the right and blast it down there further to the right, and then you should have similar to in the video that I showed. It'll be like a mid -10. Instead of what I had there was a max -10. It's uphill either way, so whatever distance you get, just be sure to take that 10% off. Still finished at a -13, so should be tied for first in my bracket, pending tiebreakers, so we'll take that. But we're going to want to get these ones dialed in. -13 is fine for the qualifying round, but we're going to want to do at least that. We're going to want to at least 1 extra drop plus guaranteed eagles on all the par 5s and a good look for albatross. And I think that hole number 9 is going to be our best chance for that. So thanks everybody for joining me today. Yeah. Oh yeah, Scott. Figured this was the time to do Masters because all the holes are new. Yeah. Might as well. Good. It's as good a time as any. Yeah. Jump on in there. I hope that you are in a good clan that shares notes. I'm assuming you're in a 19th clan, so I hope you are utilizing resources that are available to you from your fellow 19th family members and putting it to good use. -13s are certainly a good way to start. So once again, thanks everybody for joining me. Hope you enjoyed the analysis. Not sure when I will be back this week. Things are hectic right now, so I will stream what I can, and hope everyone enjoyed the stream today. Hope everyone that's an expert learned a few things about these holes and perhaps saw a few different things, a few ways to play them. Some things that I'm going to have to revisit for sure. Some of these holes I was pretty close with. Some of these other ones I'm starting to figure out that my assessment was poor. So I will be trying to peruse the other streams, checking them all out. Be sure that you do the same. Hit them all up. Support your fellow golf clashers. Support the community. Subscribe to them all. Support them all. Jump into their chat. Say hello. Wish everybody good luck. Be nice. And hope everybody goes low this tournament. Good luck and have a great night, everybody.